Let's talk about the large promise. By far the most popular of all headlines. On its own in the past, a lot of people got by with it. These days, it's a little trickier. Everybody does direct marketing, it seems. Millions of people, housewives, 45 years old, are emailing me. I want to know how to do direct marketing. There's a bigger boom for it than ever. Large promise doesn't have as much weight as it used to, especially in saturated markets or markets that have been exposed to a lot of direct marketing. So on its own, it's not as effective as it has been, but it's still pretty effective, and it's by far still the best way to do it. You just make them a big promise. Here's some examples. How to build a memory in 4 short weeks, so powerful it is beyond your wildest dreams today. Here are the large promises. Memory quickly, in a way that's beyond your wildest dreams. Now, the world's greatest minds force feed their knowledge into your brain automatically. This was actually kind of wrong, same product here. But slash your letter writing time by 80% and write better letters. Speed, quality. Do it quicker and do it better. 80%, that's the huge promise, large promise. Crazy as it sounds, shares of this tiny R&D company selling for $2 today could be worth as much as $100 in the not so distant future. Large promise. I'm going to reveal to you something that could give you 50 times your investment on. New York lawyer reveals the insider way to get even. His large promise is he's going to take you behind the scenes so you can get even with those people that ripped you off or that are trying to rip you off. Doctor discovers the cellulite dissolver. Your basic, simple, large promise. Now what's really cool is a large promise with proof. In this instance, not only do you make the promise of making them doing something quicker, doing something faster, giving them something more than they have, or whatever, but you also offer some proof right in the headline. These are great if you have strong proof elements, and if you don't have strong proof elements, you should go out and get them because they make your job as a copywriter infinitely easier than trying to write beautiful flowery words. One of my favorites is this one. Send me to any city in the United States, take away my wallet, give me $100 for living expenses, and in 72 hours I'll buy you an excellent piece of real estate using none of my own money. Here, it's all proof. It's a challenge. It says, I can do this in any city. Give me 72 hours. And the implied large promise, of course, is he can show you how to do the same. That was Robert Allen who did that one. New diet burns off more fat than if you ran 98 miles a week. There's proof here. Somehow or another they measured this and they found that the calories or whatever burnt in this diet are equivalent to running 98 miles a week. Talk about powerful proof. And of course the large promises, and you can be on this diet and it's like running 98 miles a week, which by the way is incredibly hard to do. Why was their average guess 6 times the actual price? Proof. Great proof. People were guessing 6 times higher than what it was. And the large promise, of course, is that you're getting a good deal because people think this is 6 times more than it was. By the way, this would be a great thing to do with your list. If you have a list, email them and say, hey, I got this product, I'm doing this, and this with it. How much do you think I should charge for it? And then have actual what you're going to charge for at the end. And then you have the statistics. 62.8% of my readers thought I was going to charge $47 for this, but you can get it for a limited time, which would be scarcity later, for $7. Pretty good headline right there. Just knowing these couple of things right here. Here's my promise to you. Take a single bucket of range balls, work these 4 amazingly easy, advanced professional choices into your swing, and you will not only drop 4 to 10 strokes off your next round, but also launch the most powerful and gorgeous strides of your life, or I will pay you $10. He's saying my stuff is so good, my information is proof itself. Use it. Use it the very next time you go on the course, and if it doesn't work, I'll pay you $10. Large promise, verify with proof. I don't think we've seen enough of these headlines, so I'm really going to drill down on the proof headlines. Researchers in FDA-certified lab discover how to triple your energy. The proof is that they did it in an FDA lab. That is this difference. Triple your energy is a large promise. Others got back thousands because they believed in my system. Not one of them lost. The proof, which they will then elaborate in the copy, and which gets you to read the copy, which is the headline's job, is that nobody lost. The large promise, of course, is that if you get this system, you're not going to lose either. World-famous Street Fighter allows a loaded .45 automatic to be pointed at his face and fired. The proof is he's such a bad dude that you could put a gun to his face and fire it and it wouldn't hurt him because he would know how to stop it. And of course, the large promise is that they're going to show you how to be just as incredibly bad. New energy pill tested by U.S. Marines with amazing results. The proof here is the U.S. Marines. The U.S. Marines are an authoritative kind of people, and so the fact is, like, they wouldn't lie. They're a lot more impartial than a marketer or the company owner or whatever. So in this case, they're using authority as their proof. Like, for example, let's say if you were selling to like conservative Republicans, George Bush has used my energy, blah blah blah, and now it works really great. The proof is on the authority. Well, if George Bush says it, it's got to be true. Not saying that it is true, I'm just saying that's a proof element that people rely on in making decisions. Okay? And again, here's another good example of that. How did this short, old as dirt, nice guy earn the complete trust of Steven Seagal, Bruce Willis, Bill Clinton, and Ronald Reagan when it came down to protecting their ass against attackers in the real world? That's a pretty good headline. Again, the proof is like, Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, Bruce Willis, and Steven Seagal, why were they using this guy? Because he's a bona fide badass, and the large promise is that they're going to show you how this old as dirt nice guy can show you how to do the same thing and be such a bad dude. $300,000 in 1 year's time, New York real estate increased in value. Boom, again, the proof is the statistical proof in this case. And of course, I'm sure the large promise is how to spot the next opportunity that's going to grow. It almost is in an equal value, or perhaps more. Here's notarized proof that you may lose ugly fat safely the Chiron way. Notarized proof. And here they're saying read and you'll find the proof. But they're using proof again in the headline. Here is a way to make money that has never yet failed. Doesn't get any simpler than that. Here's another one I really like. These 7 questions were asked 1,000 times each. 528 different questions on yeast were asked. And it goes on and on and on. Some were asked 1,000 times each. So basically they took a poll on all these questions on yeast. This is a Clyde Hopkins advertisement. And 7 questions were asked 1,000 times each. That's very intriguing for the proof. And the proof is that we have the answers. We have what you want because we went and we've got the answers to these 1,000 questions, or these questions that were asked 1,000 times each, and the large promises that this yeast is going to be like the best thing ever. I know yeast is pretty sexy. It's something we all want these days. 67 reasons why it would have paid you to answer our ad a few months ago. In this case, they have all this kind of proof, 67 different reasons that somehow or another would have made you money or would have paid. However, of course, the large promise is now you can learn the reasons, so maybe not you can get to pay. And that's proof.